Those nasty women talk. So let's get this bastard out of office so that we can stop being those nasty women. All right, are we live? Are we live? Hi, hello again. To my non-TikTok people, Restream is here. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. The National Publicity Summit is over, and it was stunning. It was stunning. I'm booked onto over 75, I lost count, podcasts, TV shows, panel discussions. People want to hear the message, call it assault, it turns out. I'm even on like religious shows, teenage shows, shows that go to other countries. So Call It Assault, my book, and also containing the Thrive in Spades, healing program, is gonna be amazing. I held off launching it, and I'm so glad I did, because now, after this publicity summit and all, we are working with the best in the business, and we will be launching both the book and the workbook at the end of the year. And the workbook will be interactive ebook as well. But Bradley Group, they're amazing, and I've learned so much from them. They publish like Jack Canfield's Chicken Soup for the Soul series. They're the publicist for, I should say. And Kellyanne's Bone Broth Diet, and Robert, I'm terrible with his last name, the Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad series. All these people, that's my publicist, or the people that I've been learning from. And I'm just so excited. The whole next year is going to be spent spreading the message. But most importantly today, I really want to end being those nasty women. The only thing that will keep me being those nasty women, Doc, will be a disaster on Tuesday. We cannot have a disaster on Tuesday. Please, please get everybody you know out to vote. Your vote does count. Even if you are in a state you know is going to go red, your vote does count. It counts for other reasons. It'll count in the future just to see how many people vote, what the statistics are. It counts for how the money comes in. It counts for fighting against gerrymandering. So vote, whatever your state is, vote, please. Especially if you're in a red state, go vote blue. But everyone's vote counts. So, what's up with anybody else? I've been spreading my message for so long. I've been writing this book for years. I am still in a state of shock that we're actually going to be going out, and I'm going to be speaking, and I've got a TED Talk written. Haven't sent in the application yet, but all these things happen with a process. And the National Publicity Summit was just stunning. I met with over a dozen people in 6 separate 4.5 hour, 4:30 to 4.5 hour sessions, and basically just speed dated producers from every show, magazine, and podcast of substance that you've heard of, and a lot of offbeat smaller ones. I'm even going on to discuss to clergy how to talk in a way that doesn't hurt a person, because as you know, as childhood sexual assault survivors, it's hard, especially if you're raised in a religious family and you think that the shame, even if you know it's not yours, even if you've gotten to that point, you think that you'll be ruined. If you're a young person, you think that you'll be ruined because your precious gift of virginity wasn't kept, wasn't saved for somebody. And in a climate right now where our government has taken away our right in many states, and heading that way, our right to an abortion, I mean, that's unconscionable what's happening. I've never told this story because it's too painful, but I'm going to tell it now. I was pregnant before my oldest was born, and I I started bleeding on Christmas Eve, went to the ER and found out that my baby had died. My baby was not moving, was deceased. And I could have waited for a natural abortion, but they recommended highly, all the doctors were like, we recommend when you do a D&C, which is what you call an abortion if you're doing it to save someone's life or to prevent sepsis. And I didn't want to keep my dead fetus inside my body any longer. And with my father and mother there holding my hands, I had an abortion. I cannot believe that I couldn't do that today and what that could lead to. So it just pains me. I cannot believe anybody could vote for that Trump monster. But if for no other reason than you love a woman or you have a sister or a wife or a daughter or a mother, I think that's pretty inclusive. You've just got to vote blue. I said I wasn't going to drink anymore. I don't on my workshop series. And in a perfect world, this can be the last of those nasty women talk. And we will just focus on thriving in spades and on calling it assault. And that'll become the new name. But those nasty women talk is, it can go away with Trump. It can go away because I won't honor him by continuing to fight with his own words if he's out of the picture. When he's out of the picture. Moving the light. I just got a new light, but I didn't have time to set it up yet. I've got like the little lights, but this is like a bigger light. Look how my camera's moving around. I'm freaking out. This is pretty cool though, because I want to help people. Remember to report suspicions to Thorn. And if you need help, you need to contact RAIN, and they will automatically route you to whoever's closest to you. And you can do that online, or you can call them at 1-800-656-4673. The problem is there aren't enough places for women to go. And so the reason for Call It Assault, the reason for my sweet shopping group, which I really need people to know about and shop at, Women Artisans, it's fair trade, and I've been online since 2017 with it. So we never even closed throughout the pandemic. In fact, we switched to selling toilet paper and masks and hand sanitizer at our cost, plus shipping, because I didn't have any money either. I lost my investor and his wife to COVID, my partner and investor, and we had a mall store before that, and had already gone fully online just before the pandemic. So I'll tell you what, please don't set us back. Please don't set us back. Remember Trump's response to the pandemic. Think of people you know that died that might not have if we'd have handled it differently without lies and treachery. Centralizing every service that deals with a human being under RFK, I understand is the new plan. RFK, Project 25 supporter, vaccine denier. This is getting frightening because a lot of people were potentially going to vote for RFK who aren't going to now. I mean, that's not what I meant. Who were on the line and undecided between Harris and Trump. And I just think that this RFK twist is going to pull back just enough crazies that we've got a real threat on our hand. We really do. So please, let me can those nasty women talk. Let's get this bastard out of office. Otherwise, I might go to prison. There's that too. X won't let me on. I used to live stream there, and it's just not letting me in for no apparent reason. Those nasty women talk somehow lost our access to live stream on X. I saw a meme saying, if we wanted to, what was it? Send billionaires where no billionaires have ever gone before, or what? Just take them to the tax office. It's like, yeah, I am disturbed that people think liberals and Democrats have crazy, promiscuous, and economic damaging goals and intentions, because it's just not the truth. We just take the crazy out of being normal people and allow those on the fringes to be on the fringe. And we say, cool, you're on the fringe. We like you too, you know, inclusivity. But I'm all for capitalism. There should just be a baseline of decency, don't you think? Don't you think there should be a baseline of nobody is hungry in the street and everybody gets the same access to cutting edge medical care? Everyone should go to the same schools. You know, we need to take the profit out of the things that cultivate humanity. And there's plenty of profit in the things that, the services that we want. I would love to have a lot of money. And when I do, I will move it. I will also go to Greece, and I will also go see the pyramids. And yeah, I'm not going to have a golden toilet, that's for sure. But there's nothing wrong with having a good life yourself. No one's trying to take away your cows. Wind farms don't cause cancer. I don't know. My mind is drifting into all these absurd things. Everything he said, and an inability to understand how anyone is considering voting for this treacherous man. As long as I'm going to be shut down and imprisoned, I might as well just put it out there right now. Treacherous. I use that term way too lightly. So my new computer has settings that like were automatic, and I thought I changed them, but I think my eyes are doing something strange. Are my eyes like, are they moving right? Someone tell me, or are they jumping around? Because there isn't a setting where, like, if you read a script, the computer keeps your eyes centered, but it doesn't look right. It doesn't. It makes it look like the reptilian thing or something. Not exactly that, but you can tell that it's not right. And I just keep feeling like that might be happening. But when I look at myself, it looks fine, of course, because I'm going straight on. So welcome to the end of Those Nasty Women Talk. Please let this be the end of Those Nasty Women Talk. If he stays in office, we keep the name. Please don't make me keep the name. I want to forget that piece of crap ever walked the earth, except as a reminder of how evil enters the world. Evil's a strong word, I realize, and I don't use it very often, but in a non-biblical sense, I still think being that selfish, hurting that many people, being that angry, at best I can feel extremely sorry for him and his people. But there's a whole element of, you're crazy, destroying the world, the planet, society. I don't like that going on too. You know what these are? Of course you don't. These are toga nuts. It's called vegetable ivory also. It's a nut from the rainforests of South America, harvested sustainably. And it's so hard that it can be crafted like ebony. But it takes dye shockingly thoroughly for being so hard. So this piece, who did I get this piece from? I'm going to say probably Lucius Imports. And we lost access to them during the pandemic, and they're no longer with our collective group. But I recommend you also shop from Lucius, Lucias Imports. And also Encantada in Mexico is a great company. And also Tilly Glass. They do glass earrings. I have a lot of that. My daughter and son got me these for Christmas. So I also wore them at their wedding this summer, and wearing them for what is hopefully the end of Those Nasty Women Talk. So in the spirit of being the end of Those Nasty Women Talk, you just got to mobilize the vote. Nothing before or after has ever threatened democracy. And I'm old. like this. This is crazy. All right. Linda Kay Gifford, probably coming near your town, at least in some media source, to talk about Call It Assault Scene. Next year, going to be a busy girl. Busy girl. Finishing, altering the book and making it even better now than it was going to be when it came out, in my opinion, and those who have so far been on board. But now they said, slow down, get an endorsement, get some sponsors. And I'm like, okay. Doing that and improving and using my friend Jessica Rigney's photos. She was my doula, certified labor assistant. I think she became one with my oldest son John's birth. And so she saw my son John before I did. And she has a son who is a designer for Lego. And she also is a film artist, a poet, every kind of medium. She combines writing and art and photography in unique ways. So go look her up. Jessica Rigney, Ragney, is on Amazon too. And I can't remember the name of the other one. What is it? Fireman's Press? I've been too busy with my own book to read books lately. But featuring her words and photography extensively in my book, a workbook. And I'm very excited about that. And also some quotes and lines from a male and Indian friend of mine who I find especially perceptive and understanding feminism and masculinity and the intersection thereof. So, going to be a fun book. Please shop at sweetshoppinggroup.com, which is the same place as sweetsurvivor.com. So when you get there and don't see it, open the menu or scroll down. Because what's most important is connecting people with RAIN, getting people to report to Thorn. I have direct links to those, to the workshop, to my book excerpts. But it starts with how you can help, or if you need help, and then how you can help. And way at the bottom are a whole bunch of collections of about 400 to 500 products. They go fast. They're made by artists and entrepreneurs in over 20 countries. And we buy them cooperatively and warehouse them in America so that we can ship them to you in 3 to 5 days. So it means a lot if you would support sweetshoppinggroup.com. I really need you to. So thank you for that. And I'm going to let you go because I have 75 plus press kits that need to go out and be customized to each person who I talked to and took notes on. And my notes, you want to see my notes? Here's what my notes look like. Yeah, it's like people's names, scribbling in margins, writing on the back, page after page. All these are just, everyone is like a dozen people that I met that wants me to send the press kit and set up something. And I'm like, Busha, I have no idea how I'm going to accomplish this, but you know I will. You know I will. And, oh yeah, it's Halloween. Boo! We're back. Please make us go away again by voting blue. And I'm going to see y'all